Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for calling this public hearing to examine legislation regarding government efficiency and reducing the cost of operating state government. As a fiscal conservative, this is an issue near and dear to my heart and many of my colleagues. We have already done a lot this session to trim the fat of government, and I think we can do even more to reduce waste and streamline the public sector. Oscar Wilde once said, "The bureaucracy expanding to meet the needs of the expanding bureaucracy." We can chuckle about the comment because we see the element of truth in it. Existing government programs have expanded at an outstanding rate, followed by a host of new initiatives, all leading to more government spending. Is this the public better served as a result? In some cases, the answer is no. One thing my constituents have made abundantly clear is that it is my job as their legislator to be a watchdog of government spending. As the men and women who approve the budget once a year, we're accountable for the spending it contains. We must make sure every dollar spent is used to the need-to-have expenses, not the nice-to-have expenses. Today, the committee will examine two bills I have authored to modernize state government spending. House Bill 249 would create the Legislative Budget, Finance, and Audit Committee out of the Legislative Budget and Finance Committee, made up of members of the House and Senate who will scrutinize state spending to look at money-saving tactics by reorganizing, consolidating, reducing duplication, and improving the use of state-owned property, increasing responsiveness to citizens, and streamlining procurement processes. This committee would also develop recommendations to the General Assembly when Pennsylvania is facing a budget shortfall, as well as scrutinize every program and agency to ensure they have a constitutional guidance to actually be created. House Bill 250 would establish the Council of Efficient Government to review state programs and advise the General Assembly as to those services we should consider privatizing. If an entity in the private sector can deliver a good or service for less money than government, we must consider privatization. At the same time, if privatization means increased cost to taxpayers, we should not be privatizing those entities. The era of protecting bureaucratic fiefdom has come to an end. We must strive to reduce government costs while continuing to provide Pennsylvania taxpayers with quality public service. The goal is to offer the most bang for the buck. The status quo of government spending cannot continue. We must seek innovative strategies to get Pennsylvania back on the right financial track. We can avoid painful spending cuts and increasing taxes if we carefully examine our balance sheets and appropriately restructure government programs. No department, agency, bureau, or legislative office can be immune from this microscope. We must revolutionize the way we fund state government programs if we want to reverse our current economic stagnation. Again, I applaud Chairman Metcalf and this committee for taking on these important issues, and I'm looking forward to learning more about the other legislation before this committee today. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.